Hi guys, so today I am going to be doing a tutorial on winged liner with a bright lip. I'm going to be doing a red lip as well. So first of all, like all of my other videos, I am going to go in with my P. Louise Base Shade 2 with my patting brush. I'm going to pop that on quite thick, just so it gives a nice even base on my eyes. So after I've finished on putting my base, I have just buffed out the edges with my PC28 brush from Peaches and Cream. Now I'm just going to do one blend shade, so I'm going in with my Pretty Little palette and into the shade Bitch. And for this I'm going to be using my Zoeva 224 brush. So I'm literally just going to buff this colour out because obviously my liner is going to be quite bold. I just want quite a simple blend. So now I've finished on that eye, I'm going to go and do the exact same process with my other eye. So patting out my base and then applying that one shade of eyeshadow. So now I've finished both of my eyes, I'm now going to go in with my P. Louise base underneath my eyes so that I can do put the eyeshadow underneath and blend it all in together. So I'm now going to go in with my eyeliner. I'm using my MAC pencil in black. Now, a really easy trick to do nice eyeliner is to finish your bottom lashes and go up from your bottom lashes to obviously as far as you want. This just literally gives it a really nice smooth finish, and it makes the lines really even so that both eyes look the same. So now I've finished doing my outline, I am going to fill it in as much as I can. Sometimes with eyeliners that are pencils, you do tend to find that the black comes out a bit greyy. So what I'm going to do is I am at some point going to pack on some eyeshadow, some black eyeshadow. Now I do tend to find that the best black eyeshadows are Morphe, so I'm going to pack my Morphe eyeshadow onto that, and then any other sort of mistakes I'll just clean up with my P. Louise base. So that's my eyeliner done. I'd probably say that is the hardest part of this whole look, just getting them really precise. So now I'm going to start on my skin, and I'm going to go in with my Sculpt and Glow palette by HD Brows, and I'm going to take my brush PC01. Now this does look quite scary when you start to use this because it is really dark, but once you've buffed it out, it's so nice for using as contour. Some people put it on top, however I do prefer to put it underneath just because it gives more of sort of like a glowy look, and I do still like to use the powder after, so it just sort of like gives you a nice glow from underneath as well. So I'm now blending in all of them harsh lines with my PC18 brush, just buffing them out as much as I can, making sure that, that there's no obvious lines where you'd be able to see underneath my foundation. So now I've blended all of that through, I'm going to go in with my HD Brows Foundation in shade Ivory, and for this I'm going to be putting it on with my PC15 Peaches and Cream brush. Again, like with my P. Louise base, I'm going to use a patting motion to put this on. It just gives a really nice even finish, and it just covers it really well. So it was at this point when I realised that my eyeliner had printed off onto my eyelid, so this is when I decided to set it with my powder. It just helped really to make it really dark, and obviously not to print off onto the tops of my eyelids as well. So obviously using my Sculpt and Glow palette underneath my foundation, I really do like it because it gives sort of like a really soft contour. So if you didn't want to, you don't have to put sort of like a powder underneath it. What I'm doing now is I'm just trying to cover up that black bit of eyeliner that had smudged onto the top of my lid. So I'm just going in with my P. Louise base, and then again going in with the shade Bitch and just blending it out. So I'm now going to go in with my P. Louise base shade 0.5, and I'm going to mix that in with my foundation just to make it a little bit lighter, and I do use that as my concealer. So I'm just popping that on again with the same brush with my PC15. So I'm now going to go in with my setting powder using my PC19 brush. I'm just going to pack that on everywhere where I've put concealer really, anywhere where it really is highlighted. So I'm now going in with my Peaches and Cream bronzer, and for this I'm using my PC04 brush and just following them contour lines that I put underneath my foundation. So now I've finished that, I'm going to go into my Morphe palette and use my 3 favourite pink shades to use and mix as a blush, just because, again, I still don't have a blush. So I'm just going to dab in there, and then it comes across as a really nice colour. So I'm now going to go in with my Mitchell Sub-Zero palette and using my PC28 brush as a highlighter brush. I just sort of mix and match with all of the highlighters in this palette. They come across really well and the pigments in them are amazing. So I'm just going to pop that everywhere where I put the concealer, like all of my cheekbones and the high points. So I'm now going to go in with my lashes as well. So I did clean these earlier, so hopefully they will stick on really nicely and blend it in with my natural lashes. So I'm just going to pop the glue on and leave them to dry for a bit before sticking on. So I'm now going in with my Rimmel London Red Shade 965. I'm going to use my little Unicorn Cosmetics brush, just outline my lips and then fill them in as much as I can. So I'm just going to stick my lashes on now, just making sure that they're stuck down really nicely. Obviously you can apply more glue if needs be, but because I've let them dry a little bit, they've stuck on quite nicely. And then I'm just going to take my spoolie, and like I've said before, I do have the brow lamination, so I don't actually need to put anything through my brows at the minute. If I wanted them a little bit darker, I would apply some brow tech, some HD Brows brow tech, but for this case I don't think I really need it. So I'm now going to put some mascara on my lashes, making sure that both sets of lashes blend into each other, and just giving my under eyes a bit of something as well. So that's the end of this look today. This is my wing liner with a bright lip. I hope you enjoyed watching. Thank you.